Our next speaker is none other than Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, the first-generation entrepreneur, Managing Director and CEO of AU Small Finance Bank.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Thank you, Samir Saab and Ravi ji, entire Valucus team for giving this opportunity. So, I think the today topic, which is around financialization, जो समीर ने start किया है. Actually, to be very honest, मैं सुबह आके पूछा कि what is all this about? Then I started thinking back कि यार ये तो हमसे हमारी story से बहुत relate करता है. Because I started my career in '95, and in that '95, and it was an era where year back, maybe '94, '93, we saw private banking license coming back in this country. We saw insurance license coming back in this country in private players, telecom coming to the private sector, and from that time till 2020, now good 30 years, close to 3 decades. It's just about building more and more on the privatization, and we can see ourselves that what private banking has done to this country, what private insurance player has done to this country, whole private telecom has done to this country. Apan jitni baat bhi kar rahe hain shayad, is an amalgamation of all these 3 things, and we as a team, and as personally as individual, has immensely benefited, and I think I can take you that story. But I think this is one of the most amazing journey for this country, and I believe that this is just the beginning. ये शुरुआत है, और शायद हमेशा बोलते रहते हैं शुरुआत है, but I think I can relate lot much through my journey, and you will see through my presentation that this will only go bigger and bigger, because I have executed it, right? बहुत सारी यदि ज्ञान की बात करनी है तो समीर ने करी है internationally, और अभी सौरभ भी आने वाला है मेरे बाद, तो उनसे पूछिएगा. But I think my story is around more execution, and that too around India story. So let me begin with a small presentation of me. So I think this slide is very important. आपको लग रहा है पहली slide है, but इसमें एक बहुत important बात लिखी हुई है. Building a bank which can last forever. It's not easy to write this kind of statement publicly, because you know how the businesses are, how vulnerability the whole systems are. But I think we as a team is committed to build this bank kind of forever journey, because I strongly believe that banks are not for years and decades. They are for generational. So I think you will also see that in our every step, in our every effort, we want to tell to Indians that, this bank can last forever, So as Samir would have told you that it's a 27-year story. I started AU Financiers in '95, right? And now it's 23, so go 28 years. So, and this story is also from AU Financiers to AU Bank. So if you see, in '96, I still remember there were around 10 NBFCs in this country. And to name few, like maybe Birla Global, Gujarat Lease, Anagram, and I think nothing exists as of now, because much has happened in last 27 years, and lot much has happened to us. But I think we have just grown from one platform to ultimate platform, which is bank, in last 28 years. So 96 small NBFC, 2003 we became channel partner for HDFC Bank, And in 2008, we got first private equity from MOP, which is Motilal Oswal. 2010, we started housing finance company. Maybe 2012, we started housing finance company. We got one of the most important investment in AU from Warburg Pincus in 2012 or 11. We got the in-principle license of SFB in 2015, So I think if you really see this whole chart, and of course, 2017, we began our banking operations, and 2021 we launched digital bank, QR codes, credit cards, all those things. But I think this slide shows that how much we have benefited from whole financialization in last 30 years, right? From a normal, I would say normal NBFC to SFB, This can only happen in this country, in my opinion. And just to be on a similar page, that I started this company without capital, So I think you can create wealth, formally, informally, is one great example through AU journey. I just want to take you, because I think Samir has shown this slide, but just want to be very honest here that the day we become bank, the world has become bankrupt. So, so right from demonetization, which we got license in September 15. We saw demonetization in December 15 or 16, right? And we saw GST implementation, which later on become more fruitful to us, but at that time it was really challenging situations. 2018 we saw NBFC crisis, 2019 we saw bank crisis, 2020 mother of all COVID, and of course, so 21 we Ukraine, inflation, now SVB. So the point is this, that we haven't got that runway to really fly on, right? But in spite of this, I think we have grown last 6 years around with a CAGR of around 40% in terms of our assets, in terms of our liabilities. We have grown north of 30% in terms of our profitability. So that's the whole power of the formalization of the financial services in this country, right? Just give you a brief about the whole landscape. I think Saurav will be more on this, but we have around 12 PSU banks, 21 private banks, 12 SFBs, 6 payment banks, 43 regional rural banks, 45 foreign banks. So शायद ये कुछ होता ही नहीं था आज से 20 साल पहले. Whole SFB has come in last 6 years. Of course, private bank was there, but not before 1995. PSU banks भी 40 होते थे, just it's gone down to 12 banks now. So I think this is the way this landscape is building on. And I'm very glad to say you that AU is the largest SFB, which covers around 37% of all SFB deposits and around 32% of the SFB loans. That's our market share among SFB. Just want to take you through that. What is SFB actually? Because sometimes people ask me whether आप small, सब में small हैं क्या? Whether you can take deposit or not, what is your whole operational guidelines. So I think on down the line you see that it's 3 things which says that 25% are branches has to be in unbanked areas. So again, by design, regulator decided that they need much formalization in that, what you call unserved, unreached markets, right? So we need to open at least our 25% branches in the villages where don't have any commercial branch, right? So we have around 30% there. I think one thing by design, they told us that 50% loan book has to be lesser than 25 lakhs individually, which is now we are operating around 60%, right? Priority sector, which was, normal banks is 40%, for us is around 75%. We operate around close to 100%. So I think these 3 things also is putting much to reach credit to the unserved and unreached markets, because once we are able to give them loans, the services, other things, they will become educated, they will become around using the whole banking as their medium to build their business or their savings, then I think much thing will flow to the whole formalization around banking services, And of course, they told us very categorically that you need to build much tech around the whole banking, That is why we launched our AU Bank, which is digital, which is 0101. We launched our video banking setup. We launched our credit card. We launched our whole payment ecosystem, which is led by the UPI. If you see this, our journey of last close to 6 years now, we were around 10 states. Now we are around 21 states, We were having around 300 branches. Now we are close to 1,000 branches, right? We were around 5 lakh customers. Now it's around 35 lakh customers, That's the power of platform, In last 6 years, we are able to build 7x in our customer base. And, we are not entire pan-India bank itself. We are not a universal bank itself. But still, the power of this platform is pushing more and more customer to our side, right? In terms of employees, we were close to this data, is March 17. But I think once we were NBFC, we were around 5,000 people. Now we are around 27,000 people. Again, close to 5x employment opportunity there from the bank itself, right? In terms of product offering, we were just offering 5 products. Now it's close to 30 products, So that's the, again, story of the power of platform. This is about our overall presentation. I can skip this, but just want to give you one data down the line which says that we are into only 240 districts. India has around 775 districts in this country, but we are just positioned ourselves in 240 districts. So that's the whole opportunity we have for next maybe, I don't know how many years, but that's the opportunity we have to grow ourselves. These are a little bit customer product we offer from 30. But just want to give you one data point, like, we don't have AD1 license, authorized dealer one, so we don't keep foreign currency account with us. Other than that, we have everything, right from saving to loans, to wealth, to insurance, to trade, whatever if you want to look for services from bank, we offer everything, and there are entire channel availability also there. This is, for you people, because this is an input slide by my marketing team that you need to tell people that we are building one very special product for people like you from the Ivy League, which is AUIV, which is a very special metal debit card, Again, this first in industry kind of thing. And I think my team is around, maybe around your lunch, tea, and they will explain you more and more. But this is one of the products which we really want to come for every high net worth individual who really want to respect their account or really want to have a very differentiated service or a high valued service so that we keep your money very, very honest with us, right? I think my own learnings, because of 27 years, running 22 years as NBFC, 5 years as a bank, So NBFC was more about madness. It's more about execution, right? Bank is all about methodology, how you can build more processes, how you can be more compliant, transparent. So need to build more method in every kind of approach. As NBFC, we only had borrower, to be very honest. हम सोचते थे सारे लोग हमसे पैसा मांगते हैं, तो we never ever treated them well, honestly, right? But as soon as we became bank, the borrower became customer. That means that you need to understand him. You need to build product, you need to build services, you need to build delivery, you need to have feedbacks, So I think this is why this platform is so important, that at this platform you respect your customers so immense that it actually allows you to express yourself at a very different level, right? KYC. We were just doing KYC. You must be knowing all about KYC, but I think we changed KYC to UIC, which is understand your customer, right? Which is so important to really pitch right product, right services, right delivery at the right time, So that was there. I think we were just looking for quantity, Before bank, our CAGR was more than what we have delivered on the bank platform, but I think now we are really building more quality, I think as an NBFC, we were just dealing around one market, which was unserved, unreached. But now, I think we have a very differentiated approach for core, which is the unserved, unreached, or rural markets, and very differentiated approach for our urban markets. So that Ivy League, जो हमने बताया आपको product, is only for maybe urban markets, urban customers. So I think we are able to figure out that क्या urban में चाहिए, क्या rural में चाहिए. I think this platform is also pushing us to that end. I think one thing which is very obvious that NBFC is more transactional platform. I think bank is more relationship platform. And that is why it can last forever. I think this goes very naturally to us, and that is why we became from HNI-led NBFC to a small finance bank in 27 years, because whenever, wherever the opportunity came, we really challenged the status quo and move on, right? I think this is the largely our business model, and which is very interesting. Like, we raise deposits from urban market. We raise deposits from you people, to be very honest, and we price you a little high. We want to give you better services. We want to give you better product. We want to really interact with you at a high level, understand you better, and, build a better relationship with you so that we can actually give money to the rural belt. So I think that is why people ask me generally, Sanjay, how you are so profitable in your first 5-year journey. I think मुझे नहीं लगता है बहुत सारे बैंक इस कंट्री में शुरू के 5 साल में इतने सक्सेसफुल हुए या इन्होंने इतने decent ROE or ROE कमाए. But I think the reason was this, that we are able to figure out that, from where we can raise money, how much we can price it, and उसको लेके हम कहाँ लगा सकते हैं, right? I think this was the whole reason behind it, and of course the technology. We use technology to the next level, you know. And in the last good 6 years, I think this data is till December 22. So we got, as I told you, we got around 35 lakh customers. Our balance sheet is now 80,000 crores. It was around 10,000 crore in March 17, you know. We were nil as a deposit franchise. In March 17, we have gone to now 61,000 crores. CASA is around 38%. CD ratio is 91%, you know. I hope after this all bank crisis, everybody should watch all these ratios, because this is about how well you are building your bank, you know, in terms of granularity. Assets, you know, again, we have crossed around 56,000 crores. 90% is retail, you know, and 93% is secured. And I give you my early learnings of my own career that जब मैंने शुरू में NBFC start किया था, and I'm saying you that in first 5 years I figured out that I need to build asset which is secured, which is productive. Can I price it? Can I price the risk, you know? And can I lend and collect? I think these were the 4 or 5 principles which I learned from 96 to 2000 type of era. And this is still being implemented in AU with that same form. You know, that is why you see 93% is secured, 90% retail, 75% is self-employed, which is productive assets, you know, and our yields on our asset is around 14.5. So I think still after so much of growth, we haven't gone back to our principles, you know. Everybody says that AU stands for its asset quality, and Sameer jo bol rahe hain ki it's too good to believe story is this data only. But I think, you know, from where we are coming from last 27 years, this has to be there. Because यदि मैं पैसे खो देता starting में, when there was no money, nobody would have given me next round of money, right? So I think this remains very sacrosanct that AU will be very responsible as a bank to lend money, right? And that is why there is an immense ownership around sales, collection, operations, credit, that जो पैसा दिया है वापस आएगा. So I think we remain very special around this number. This is also very interesting that you will understand AU. If you go back and see AU story, you will figure out that, you know, how this journey has been over the years. But I think we always have challenged the whole ecosystem by bringing new things. Like, first thing is so important here that we started with this kind of concept that let me pay you monthly interest. Because, you know, I remain borrower for 27 years, 22 years from banks, right? And I paid them every month interest, right, on the borrowings. But why didn't I get my interest on every deposit, right? So I think that was the whole reason that once we became bank, we said that we'll pay the interest on your saving account monthly, right? बहुत सारे बैंक हमेशा 3 बजे, 4 बजे अपना operations बंद कर देते हैं. But now is a world of time of technology, right? So I challenge my team that यार जब तक हमारा गेट खुला है, हमारे बैंक ऑपरेशन चालू हैं. That is why if you go and AU's branch, even till 5, you can open your lockers, you can deposit your checks, you can do transactions. That is why we remain so acceptable as a franchise, especially in rural kind of markets, right? Minimal paperwork. ये सब statement देते हैं. But you go back to and go and see in AU's branch, you will see that we don't allow people to fill the cash and slip. We don't allow people to use much application for any kind of service. It is all standardized, you know. So really, I think हम बोलते थे हमारे AU में कि यदि आपके पास अंगूठा है, if you're carrying your thumb, you can do any kind of banking transaction at the point of transaction, right? So I think that was the whole idea. And आपको सबको पता है, every bank says that you are a branch customer. We challenge that. You're not a branch customer. You're a bank customer. So that wherever you see the AU branch, you can just walk with the confidence and can ask and look for your services which you want to be, right? So that is why we call in AU that it's a bank customer, not a branch customer. This is very interesting because this is the why we were born, so that we can become a tech-led bank or a digital bank. So we launched our 0101 app, which is our digital bank app, and when you download it, you can see much features there. You know, we have video banking, we have credit card. first bank after 4 years of operation. We launched it from Jaipur, right? Many people challenged us, कि यार, bank in its first 10 years don't launch credit cards. But I figured out that in this world of technology, how come the oldest payment method is not in the bank? So that is why we started credit card, UPI QR, you know about. I think a few banks do this, but we are one among them. So our digital bank covers everything: deposits, loans, credit card, insurance, investment, payments, video banking, you know. So I think just want to give you this figure that I think I'll show you the demo also in a minute. But in this video banking, because generally you will be hearing about video KYC, not video banking. It's a very interesting channel, but we launched video banking maybe close to now 1 year. You know, and we have acquired around 2.4 lakh customers without meeting them physically. We have got 400 plus service requests on video banking channel. You know, we have actually got more than 1,000 crore of deposits from those customers, and we haven't met them physically. You know, and I think 13% of the people are having more than one product through video banking. If you ask me, I think in the next 10 years, your super app or app will be the first medium of transaction with the bank. Second would be your video banking, right? Third with the branch. So that is why we are very into on this channel. I think Deepak is there, right? Deepak, do you want to start this for a minute, right? If you can just understand this, and I would see this after seeing this video banking app, you will figure out what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Thank you, Sanjay ji. So I'll take a couple of minutes, and I'm going to show you how we are using the power of this platform to provide convenience to our customers. This icon that you see, AU0101, is our mobile banking application coupled with the power of video banking. So I'm just logging in live. This is not a demo. This is my account. So
this is an app. This is an app, which
yes.
is 0101 app, right?
This is our application. Very simple, neat, clean, no as, right? Now, you want to avail a service, do a transaction, you can come to this application. Either, you can do the transaction on your own, or you can go to a branch, or, you want to do you want a service from the bank. Either you can do it on this application, or you can go to a branch. But with advent of video banking, either you want comfort, convenience, or you just want someone to help you. So we have this video banking icon. You can click on this. You can choose what you want to do. You want, just talk to someone and figure out what's happening with your money, with your balances, with your loans, want any service, want to do any transaction, or, maybe you are busy and want to schedule an appointment. So for now, I'll, just connect live with one of our video bankers for an inquiry. So, meanwhile, it's connecting. I'll just let you know, so it gave me two options. I still want to schedule a call or go further. I am going further to connect with the video banker. All right. I think our video bankers are busy. I'll
you try again?
Keep trying. So thing is, we have set of 20, 30 people, 40 people, depending upon the traffic that we get, who connect with our bankers. It's a weekend. I'm assuming there's slight more traffic, and that's why I'm getting that message. Yeah, I think now our video bankers are available. So Sabha from our bank is connecting with me in a moment. She's calling me now. I'm accepting the call. And yeah, we are connected now. Hi, Sabha.
Audio, Deepak?
It's on. All right, I just tested it half an hour back.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would have been able to hear Sabha. Okay, now. Yes. Sabha, can you hear me?
Yes, am I audible to you?
Yes, Sabha, you are. And in fact, 500 more people are listening to you right now. So can you please help me with, what all services can I avail on video banking when I call you and connect with you?
Okay, definitely, I'll assist you. So first of all, thank you so much for connecting our video banking service of AU Small Finance Bank. Through video banking, we are processing for account opening seamlessly. Also, you can apply for the credit card through our website. We also process all the service requests like demographical changes in your account, like mobile number update, okay, address change, or contactless transaction. If you want, you can upgrade the account also through video banking. If you want, you can download this account through a video banking also. Also, we are doing the financial transition through video banking process. If you want to do any transition like NEFT, RTGS, fund transfer, so you can do the financial transition also. And the transition will be initiated within 60 minutes only.
All right. Thank you, Sabha. Okay. So, that's how video banking is. Either you can do it on application, or if you want convenience, or you are just not able to figure out, you can just connect to our video banker. So, yes. Thank you, Sabha. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Agarwal.
Thank you, Deepak.
Okay, thank you so much for giving valuable time. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sabha. I think you just see what an innovation, right? Because मैं जब 95, 96 में account खोला था, would have taken around 2 months to open an account in a bank. Now you just see, you can go to the bank branch itself in maybe 5 minutes time. 5 minutes तो ज़्यादा बोल रहा हूँ मैं आपको. Within a fraction of time, just download the app, go there, push the button of video banking, and you get connected to the bank itself. You can open the account, you can do the transactions, you can do your request, and whatever, right? And the whole semi-urban and rural areas, जहाँ पे branch बहुत दूर-दूर होती है, वहाँ पे I think customer is getting super excited because that is saving their time, value, everything, right? So that's my opinion that, and this just started maybe in COVID time. Regulator was brave enough to start this medium because banking में था कि जब तक आप customer से मिलेंगे नहीं, you can't open an account, right? But I think this has given a different wings to us to really acquire the customer, service them, talk to them, engage with them, So I think that's why I'm saying you that after the app, I think video banking can be a very huge for a banking to progress in future. Credit card, another feature of AU Bank where we started our journey 2 years back, but our average run rate now is around 50,000 card a month. So, which is again huge, because credit card industry is not easy to get there, to establish yourself as a preferred card spender, right? But I think we are taking every item there by much innovation around credit card, and I would request everybody here that please use our app, please use our video banking, please use our credit card, and you will figure out that, 5 minute DJ yaar. So I have to market also, bhai. So I think that is the way I would just request everybody here, because if you go and see all this innovation from us, you will start realizing this fact that why this whole subject of finalization is so getting prominent, because now the services are available at your click, So this is UPI, I just want to pass this. We have everything, right? From chatbot, WhatsApp banking, customer care, missed call banking. So actually banking has become seamless now. मतलब आपको बैंक ब्रांच जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बैंक के लोगों से बात करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. It has become, all things has become automated, and I personally believe that in the next 10 years, AI will actually make bank even less branches and also less people. And I think this is also a very important slide, which we only coined that because historically, if you are an old bank, you are a huge brand around you, then only you are a trusted bank. But I think as we move forward, maybe 10 years, 20 years down the line, if you are able to build convenience, if you are able to build availability, if you are able to build speed, security, flexibility, and of course, whole obsession around customer, then you will be the most trusted bank for any kind of customer segment. I think the opportunities, again, I think Saurabh and maybe Samir would have told you, but for me, in terms of philosophical, I strongly believe that if you want to build a forever franchise, then you have to be very standardize yourself. you have to scalable, and you have to be sustainable, right? So these are the 3 S which we are building internally so that we remain a forever franchise. Of course, on a platform, this is asset platform, we are just 0.4 as of now, 0.4 of the overall lending space in this country. And so you can imagine that in next 10 years what AU can do. And not only in terms of assets, I think in terms of liability also, we are just 0.3. So I think huge opportunity for us. These are something new initiative we want to do in next maybe 2 to 3 years. These are our priorities, which we have built ourselves. But I think in the third one, which is so important, that we need to build a very tech-enabled ecosystem internally and externally, so that we become one of the most trusted partner for you people. This is our board. I'm very fortunate that being a first-generation entrepreneur from Jaipur, it's not easy to build people around us. So much effort has gone to convince people that we are the right guys, is the right platform, come and support us. This is very also interesting, just want to take 2 minutes of Ravi. Ravi, आपने शोले पिक्चर देखी थी? Which character you like most? Sorry? Viru. Varun? Gabbar Singh. Sameer? Gabbar. तो अभी मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ, प्रणव आपका क्या है? गब्बर है. तो ये देखो 3 गब्बर हैं, इनको विलन पसंद है, राइट? बट मैं पीछे पूछूंगा, एंड इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, बट देर में भी सब कोई बोलेंगे बसंती फेमस है, कोई बोलेंगे धन्नो अच्छी लगती है, कोई बोलेंगे आई डोंट नो ठाकुर किसी ने बोला नहीं. तो शोले हैज बीन बिल्ड अराउंड कैरेक्टर्स. देयर इज नो, इन्होंने नहीं बोला अमिताभ बच्चन, इन्होंने नहीं बोला धर्मेंद्र, इन्होंने नहीं बोला अमजद खान, राइट? दे रिमेंबर द कैरेक्टर. So I think we at AU want to build a bank which is not around people, it's around character. So that is why we say that let's build character in AU so that we've been remembered like that, and that can last forever. So that's the story, with around. So AU हम बोलते हैं, AU is a शोले of banking. And this is our certain values which we talk every day internally, which is that we are public good. I'm so fortunate that this country has given me this opportunity to own a bank and run a bank. I don't know how many people get this kind of opportunity, because I strongly believe that it's public good. And we as executives' job is to only make it efficient between the borrower and the depositors, which we want to do more and more. These 3 things we actually drive every day internally, that आपको समझदारी, ईमानदारी और जिम्मेदारी छोड़नी नहीं है. If you carry these 3 principles day in, day out, you can last forever. Of course, we want to make banking more simplified. We really want to challenge status quo every day for process, people, ecosystem, whatever, right? We really want to challenge status quo every day. This is just our way we think about ourselves. And I'm happy that this is what team is doing day in, day out, and which is very important, the right corner, that चलें चलें तो क्या चलें हम, उड़ें अगर तो बात है, जिएं जिएं तो क्या जिएं हम, लड़ें अगर तो बात है. So thank you so much, the Government of India, RBI, you people, and just want to request that AU is not an ordinary story, is a revolution, right? Because we come from very small town and want to create something big for this country and this whole universe. Need your support, and Mumbai has supported me over the years. Because when I started coming first time in 2007, I came for 10 crore for P, from AMO. And long thing has gone from that time. So I believe that Mumbai will support this franchise in years to come. Thank you so much. Pleasure.